السلام عليكم السلام عليكم السلام عليكم. وينكم احبائي الكرام؟ وينكم؟ توحشتكم بزاف بزاف بزاف. ان شاء الله انتم زاد توحشتوني كما اني توحشتكم. نحب نقول لكم اليوم رجعت لكم في فيديو حماس، لكن احبائي الكرام قبل ما تتفرجوا معايا وتكملوا الفيديو للاخره ما تنسوش انكم تشتركوا معايا في القناه، يعني روحوا شوفوا رواحكم اذا كنتم مشتركين ولا لا. اذا ما كنتوش مشتركين اشتركوا معايا وتضغطوا على زر الاشتراك، زر الاحمر الموجود قدامكم هذا، وايضا انكم تضغطوا على زر الجرس باش تلقاو تصويرته كما كيك بالضبط، تضغطوا عليها باش يوصلكم اي فيديو انزله في القناه، يوصلكم اول باول. ايضا اذا تحبوا تبعتوا عفوا احبائي، اذا تحبوا تبعتوا لي فيديو اقتراح اي حاجه ما تبخلوش انكم تبعتوها لي في الانستغرام باش تلقاو اسمه موجود على الشاشه. ويلا الان احبائي الكرام نتابع مع بعض هذا الفيديو، يلا نتفرجوا مع بعضنا.
Państwo doskonale znają, to jest ten ekskluzywny klub, który złamali w swoje 64 setne, to jest rekord meetingu. A liderem europejskich list Gabriel Tual. Światowych natomiast Emmanuel Vanui, który i dziś zwyciężył w Londynie, czasem jednak powyżej minuty 42. Sedjati jest numerem 3 na tegorocznych listach, minuta 42 sekundy i 20 setnych. Marco Leonardo wywiązuje się z roli prowadzącego w tym biegu. Sedjati, wiadomo, wicemistrz świata, brązowy medalista olimpijski, no po nim się tutaj powinniśmy spodziewać najwięcej. On w tej chwili na drugim miejscu, czyli de facto na pierwszym. Jak szybko poprowadzi Marco Leonardo ten bieg? Pierwsze okrążenie 49,91. W Londynie było 49,20,21. Tam prowadził bieg przecież nasz człowiek.
Patryk Sieras.
Oczywiście, że tak. Sedjati, Mariano Garcia. Tempo na granicę minuta 42. Mówiłem, jak liczne jest grono tych, którzy złamali minutę 44 w tym sezonie, że to już 25 zawodników więcej niż w całym sezonie olimpijskim. Sedjati, on wciąż na czele. Mariano Garcia. Sedjati ma przewagę w tej chwili jakichś 3-4 metrów nad tym reprezentantem Kataru, Szłotem. Sedjati, nikt tutaj nie jest w stanie do niego się zbliżyć. Będzie rekord meetingu Mulaudziego pobity, czy nie będzie? Jakby zwolnił na ostatnich krokach rekord i tak pobił minuta 43 sekundy i 53 setne wicemistrza świata i brązowego medalisty Igrzysk Olimpijskich.
Ale zabrakło wyraźnie Sedjatiemu na końcówce. Miał prowadzone 420 metrów. Później sam wziął na siebie ciężar prowadzenia tego biegu. Tam w pewnym momencie myślę, że nawet było 5 metrów przewagi.
Championship debut as well for a man who finished fourth in the 5,000 metres champion from Morocco, Oussama Mimza. 11th in the 1,500 metres final in the last World Championships for the USA, Joel Gomez. The famous victor in Rio of this. It was faster than the slower tactical Olympic 1,500 metres final. That's Abdelatif Baka of Algeria. Next up, Akraf Lahouel of Tunisia. Outside him for Kenya, 5th in the 5,000 metres final, John Lekedi. Next up for Tunisia, we'll also see him in the 400 later on, Rai Jababli, should I say, apologies. And on the outside, the 5,000 metres world champion for this week, Yassine Dadi Alatabi of Spain.
It's the final of the men's 1,500 metres T13.
So it's the T13 visual impairment category, the men's 1,500 metres. World record held by Baka from Rio 2016. He is the defending champion championship record from 4 years ago at the last World Championships. So it's Mikhail Al, Himimza, Joel Gomez, Abdulatif Baka, Lahawel, Lakadi, Jababli, and Udali El-Atabi. A very good victory in the 5,000 metres. In terms of the visual impairment categories, it's even tougher for the much longer racers. You've seen that. It's not very often that you'll see the entire field finish, as was the case in the T11 final just a few moments ago. Abdulatif Baka, I know a lot was made, and it might have annoyed some people involved solely in able-bodied athletics that a lot was made. The fact that the Paralympic 1500 final was faster than the Olympic final, but just to make the point that we're watching true athletes here in this as well. Nice gap with 3 laps remaining. Lakadi's got a good advantage over Gomez of the United States. Jababli, Udada, Al and Baka waiting to pounce down in 6th place, the defending champion.
Lakadi is certainly the one who started taking it on, but if you are going to make a move, it has to be decisive. Otherwise, this is exactly what happens. The pack catches up to you and starts to eat you up, and now you're back in the same position, and yet you've used that little bit of energy. But equally, some athletes will use that as a bit of a tactic. You surge and stop and surge and stop. And what that surging does is having to sprint, it just drains the strength out of your legs, and perhaps he's hoping that will work into his favor later on in the race. And I do remember those headlines in 2016, and you're right. I know some people just said, well, the Olympic race is quite tactical, but what I loved was that we already knew how awesome para-athletes was, and it was just great to see the rest of the world wake up to it.
Well, this is a nice bunch together, 1,500 metres, 2 laps to go. Lakadi leading Gomez, Jababli's in 3rd spot, Udadi, Al, Baka beginning to make a move on the outside. Even Himimza, who's at the back in 8th spot, don't worry about him. There's a good movement being made by Gomez out towards the front for the United States. Baka made a good move as well, and Udadi El-Atabi going for the 1,500, 5,000 double. That is the big move, because he's leading.
Well, you could see Udadi El-Atabi. He wanted to get to the front. There was a lot of action going on in that pack there. You saw some arms hitting each other. You have to fight and be really aggressive for that position. And the difference between the 1,500-meter ambulant runners and the wheelchair racers, it's much easier to maneuver a body than it is to maneuver a 2-meter-long wheelchair.
Baka's quality. He's going for 3 in a row. Mimza has gone from last to first, and Lakadi has gone from first to last. That's athletics for you. Mimza biding his time, Udadi, Gomez, Al, they're all taking their turn to the front. Lots of jostling, particularly on the outside. Bit of movement finally coming from Mimza as they take the bell, and it's Jababli who's moved up now. Back in 2nd place, Udadi, so in 2nd and 3rd, respectively, the world and Paralympic champions.
You can see what happened on that previous lap. This final lap, what matters is where you are and where you are when you make that move. And nobody wants to be stuck on the inside, boxed in. And right now, El-Udadi, it looks like he was just trying to find some room on the inside, but that door seems to have been shut. He's got to get himself out and go wide now.
انتهى الفيديو احبائي الكرام، انتهى الفيديو. ان شاء الله عجبكم، وان شاء الله نتلاقاو غدا في فيديو جديد، وانتم تكونوا في الموعد، ونقول لكم دمتم في رعاية الله. مع السلامة.